Florida housing prices are one of the most fascinating subjects. Whether you own a property and are interested in the equity you may have hopefully gained, or you want to purchase a home and it's somewhat terrifying with the continued price increases and interest rates rising. Well, depending on what side of the fence you are in, you want to understand the housing market and the prices here in Florida. It's essential for you to make some good decisions. So in this video, I'm going to provide you with the most recent Florida housing numbers and insight into the real estate market where I work every day so you can make a good decision on what you would like to do. So if you're new to my channel, I am Maria Wells, located on the Treasure Coast of Florida, which covers many communities such as Stuart, Jensen Beach, Palm City, and many more. So please subscribe and hit the bell to receive my videos released weekly about great real estate information. Now, when comparing housing numbers, we always do the same month a year ago. So right now, the June numbers were released for 2023, and we are going to compare those to the same month, June of 2022. Now, at that point, if you can remember back in June of 22, which means to me like 100 years ago, the interest rates started rising. They began at 3% in the beginning of 2022 and rose to 5%, and that was really the beginning of the change in our market. So as we look at these numbers, I believe we are going to have closer numbers in months to come because interest rates were rising in 2022, which will pretty much mirror 2023. So it'll be interesting to see as we move forward. Now let's dive right into the housing numbers for the area I live in. I will use the data from Martin County on the Treasure Coast of Florida because I will tell you our numbers pretty much reflect most of Florida because the Sunshine State is still having an influx of about 1,200 people a day moving here. So the demand for housing is high. Well, in this chart, you can see our closed sales are up by 4.3%, which still shows very solid growth. Median sales price, I would consider almost flat, even though there is an increase of 1.4%. The need for home ownership is high due to the influx of people moving here, and many are ready to own a home, which is keeping the price of homes steady. Pending sales are up 5.7% from a year ago. That's surprising, right? With the interest rates that we currently have, and 43% only sold for cash. So that's still a lot of financing with rates hovering at about 7%. Now, new home construction will give incentives for financing with money towards closing costs, etc. And that's taking some of the sting out, and many buyers are leaning towards the new construction option. Now, regarding inventory, active listings are below normal level. So let's first look at new listings. We are down 23% from last year. And even though active listings are up 8.9%, here's what I have to tell you, because what does that actually mean? So the active listings are the ones that have remained on the market from last month, and you combine active listings with the new ones coming on the market, which gives us the number of how many there are. Now, why are there so many active listings? Because typically we sell many of them right away. But they're remaining on the market because of a couple reasons. And sellers, you need to listen up so that your home isn't lingering on the market when you get ready to sell. First off, many sellers think they can get the price they could 18 months ago with doing nothing to the home. That is not going to happen. We are more realistic with our prices, and buyers are demanding repairs be made on homes. So second, sellers, just as I was mentioning, you really need to do some repairs. Unlike the previous market, and especially your roof, you need to either repair or replace that roof depending on how old it is. And I will provide a video at the end to discuss why our homeowner insurance rates have risen, and most of this has to do with the age of roofs and the replacement needed. So what does all this mean with the housing numbers going forward? Well, if you own a home, you are building equity. If you want to purchase a home, oh my gosh, it's still tough as Florida housing prices are remaining stable. I work with a lot of buyers who are involved in multi-offers on a nice home that just comes on the market. Those are the ones that sell. Buyers are ready to leap if a home has had the repairs and it's priced right. If interest rates slow down, and I don't know if that's going to happen, and we continue to see the trend we're in, we may see sales continue to rise because of the demand, and it will be high because of low inventory. So as I just mentioned, inventory is still very low, and if the interest rates do come down, we will most likely see pressure to raise housing prices because of the supply and demand. We stand right now at 2 2.9 months of inventory, and a normal market is 6 months of inventory. So you can see it's well below, keeping the housing prices high, making it very difficult for buyers to get into this market. Well, let me know below how you see the housing market and if I can answer any questions for you. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell to receive my weekly videos. And let's go to this video on the insurance prices to get more information on why prices have risen. Until next time, happy house hunting.